why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a throw here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Reed returning. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford able to get him for a loss of about 3. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Hey, check 533. Check 533.
Now it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On 1st down, Carson. And he's got some space here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Marcel Harris. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Lance now on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Throwing now is Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lance now to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Sermon, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Wilson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
Under center, 52. Check safety.
They run the counter. It's Mitchell, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Gold to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21, Seahawks nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds Fitzgerald. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast.
And now here is another interception. picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before half for Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off of play action, here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On second down, it's Carson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They run again with Carson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get it.
Now Carson fumbles the football, and this is going to be 49er football.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Let's go, D. 17. Alert 3. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly What you stated, didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 3rd down, Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll roll him out right. They'll find Everett there, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Crunch.
Now Lance going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34. Come on, the ball.
Lance looking to throw it. Out to his left. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. Sermon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Lance able to find Mostert. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Second down at 4. Faking to give to Mostert. Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Reed. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
On play action, Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Gold for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Reed returning. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go. Mike, check 33. 33.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Hey, check Mike 33.
Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
All day, dog.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. The quick slant caught. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
So for the Niners, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll have another road day.